Hi, I'm Sara Levin, the Artful Inker, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm here with alternate 3 and 4 for the May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit Batter Up. I've used one of the Stitch So Sweetly dies to cut a piece of basic white. And I have my Night of Navy ink pad. That's the color of the ink spot you have in this month's kit, or the May kit. Sorry, we're in June now. So I'm inking up my sentiment in Night of Navy. And you'll want to make sure that the "you're the" is straight, and the best will be straight then. That little swoosh at the bottom can give an optical illusion and cause you to tilt this just a little bit. So watch those top words and you'll be fine. So let's set this off to the side. And then we need to do a little bit of cutting. So I've got my paper trimmer here, and let's pull that in so that you can see what's going on. And I want to cut this card front to 4 inches top, and then turn it and cut it to 5 1/4. And we're going to use this as a layer on our card. So let's set this aside, and I'll save this little strip for later. Now I need to cut this to 4 inches as well, but first I'm going to cut this strip off. So let's pull this down and make sure that I'm as close to the track, center of the track, as possible. And that way I have this little strip that I can keep as well to use another time. So now we're going to cut this, the back of that card, down to 4 by 5 1/4. And we're just about ready to put our card together. Okay. Let me take my trimmer out of the way, and then, whoop, got one more piece that I want to cut. I'm so sorry. This little striped piece, I want about 1.5 inches of it. So this is the piece we're going to use, and then I'll keep this for another time. Now I'm done with the trimmer. Next, I've got a piece of Night of Navy and that same Stitch So Sweetly die that I used to cut out the tag for our sentiment, and a pencil, and we're just going to trace around the outside edge of the die. Let me hold that and move my fingers so they're not in the way as I trace. Almost done. Okay. Then next we want to take our paper snips and just cut right along those lines. And I'm just trying to get in here and get started. And remember that when you cut, you're letting the paper do the work and turn. You're not turning your scissors. You'll get a smoother line that way. And you'll notice, I think, that you can see that I'm back in the blade rather than using the tip of the blade. And that seems to work better for me anyway. I just want a straight cut there, and then on around this curve, just turning the paper into the curve, and my scissors never come completely closed until I'm done. And then we'll do a straight cut here, and a straight cut here, okay, and we are ready to assemble. So let me move these scraps out of the way. And bring my card base in. It's Pacific Point, cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And I've got a piece of basic white for the inside that's cut to 4 by 5 1/4. And just adding a little multi-purpose glue. And let's make sure the top and 2 sides are even, and then that bottom will be even as well. Give that a rub. Okay, and now I need to layer this up. Let's grab my dimensionals. Now I'm going to save the plain white piece that I cut off the back to use as a layer on a future card. No need to throw it away. And let's give this just a couple more so that we're well and truly supported. Oops, that one's not playing nice. Let's move those out of the way. Take these backing bits off. Okay, and I've just remembered I have this piece here, and so I'm going to take my pencil and give it a little light mark. I should have added it to my layer inside already, but I got ahead of myself. That won't be the first or last time. So let's open this up, and we're going to add this as an accent strip on the inside. This is one of those pieces that we just cut off. Okay. And straighten that up. Okay. Now, let's take this piece, and I want to bring in this yellow, so I'm going to have it at the bottom. And we're going to cut up the center and then cut from the corner in. There we go. Pull this out of the way. And let's grab some dimensionals and layer this up. And I need a new sheet of my black Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to use those here, and that way these won't show as much against that navy blue layer. Okay. And then we've got a nice border here for that piece. And then let's grab our dimensionals and pop a couple of these in. And then let's pop a couple right here at the top. It would make more sense if I make these straight. Use the straight end. Okay. And then we're just going to line this piece up so that it's centered over that piece. And then let's turn this over and add dimensionals back here. And we're going to need to double up on these 3. Okay. And let's just center that, and there we go. And there is alternate 3. Let me clean up, and I'll be back with another. For our next project, we're going to create a little 3D RAK random act of kindness favor kind of thing. I've got my paper trimmer here, and let's pull this down where you might be able to see the measurements. I've got a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. It's 2 13/16 by 6.5, and I'm going to score this end at 1/2 inch, and then pull this over, and I want to score this end at 3. And then we're done with our paper trimmer. So let's fold this top piece over and just give it a burnish here and give this little piece a burnish. And we're going to set that aside for just a minute and take our pocket from the Batter Up kit. And I've got my Night of Navy ink. That's the same color ink that came in your May 2021 paper pumpkin. And I'm just going to rub all over. The letters in the sentiments have lots of surface area, so I want to make sure that I've picked up ink everywhere. And I've lined up the top of my pocket on the grid paper, so it should be straight. And just giving it a second to transfer. Okay, and there's our sentiment. Let's close my ink pad. And then I've cut 1.5 inches from this striped piece that's in the kit, and we're going to turn that into a little bit of a banner. And I just want to cut up to the middle there and come in from either edge. Oop, get my scissors oriented to that middle cut. Okay, and then let's start and put this together. So with that 1/2 inch fold, I've got a craft stapler here, and I'm just going to put a staple near the top. Craft staplers are just a little smaller. And then I've got a Ghirardelli square, and I'm putting a mini glue dot on the back of that to hold it in. Let's fold that end under. Okay, and then we're going to tuck this right up under the flap here. And now we need to attach our pieces. So I'm going to use black Stampin' Dimensionals under this and just pop it right here. And I'm putting them on my 1/2 inch piece rather than on my pocket, so that I know that they will hit that spot. Okay, and then we're going to layer these two pieces up. And let's just put a couple of dimensionals in here. And we're just going to straighten this piece and center this, center-ish. Make sure I've picked it up on my dimensionals. And then just lay this down right here. And there's our cute little RAK favor. I'm going to give this to my daughter to place on one of her team's desks. Okay, and that's my 3rd and 4th alternate for the May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your card making friends. If you haven't yet subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, you can do that in the link below. And each month that you subscribe with me, you'll receive the Beyond the Box tutorial bundle with exclusive tutorials. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell if you'd like to be notified the next time I upload a video. If you're in the United States, I appreciate when you do part of your Stampin' Up! Shopping in my store. You can see all my other Paper Pumpkin alternates when you look at my Paper Pumpkin playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. Bye now.